welcome back to my channel. As you all know, well, some of you know, I'm going to do Inktober this year. If you don't know what Inktober is, I'm going to put a link to the website in the description, so you can go and check that out. Basically, it's just about creating something every day for the month of October. It started off as inks and pencil, and now everybody just use whatever they want, so anything goes basically. So today, this one's my little doobie that I'm doing today. Hopefully you can see. Obviously I'm not going to sit here and talk through the whole thing, so it'll get sped up so that you can see the process. I might add that I'm using watercolor, and I'm going to use some inks today as well. I think I'm not really sure what I'm doing as far as watercolors go. Watercolor's not my forte, so yes, bear with me. I am by far no expert, so I'm just doing my best. So we'll see how it turns out. See you at the end of the video. I've dried it. Obviously doesn't look much different yet, does it? That was interesting using watercolor. It's actually quite warm here today. I know most people are going, well, Americans are going into their autumn, but we're actually going into our spring. And where I live, we basically have 2 seasons, and that is winter and summer. So right now it's really hot. So I gave it a bit of a helping hand because I didn't want my pens writing on wet paper. So today I'm using, look, I don't even know how I'm going to go about this, but I'm just gonna, see, I'm not a perfectionist when it comes to art, but I'm trying. The whole idea for me for Inktober is to try and get a little bit looser in my painting. I tend to be a stickler. I'll work on a horse eye, you know, for half an hour. I'll dab around with oil paint, and the great thing with oil paint is you can dab around, and if you don't like it, you can scrape it off, you know, and just put it back on, and no one's none the wiser. So I tend to experiment a lot on the fly, but you can't really do that with watercolor because what you put down is basically gonna stay there. So I kind of just grab what I've got. I'm going into Inktober. I thought I had lots of ink pens. Turns out they're all dried up. So it just goes to show I really don't use them very often. So I've got this one. It's just an office works pen basically. I've got this one, which is a Stabilo sensor. It's probably a little bit run out, but I figured I'll use it. I also grabbed this charcoal pencil, which is brand new and never been used, so that should be interesting. I've got a heap of pencils and stuff that I haven't used, and a Posca pen. As everyone's saying, if you want white, I'm not keen on how it. You'll see when I put it on, it tends to look great to start with, but I find the color fades out. It's basically paint in a pen. If this fails, I'm going to go with my, I'm going to go with this. These are airbrush paints. I don't have a lot of expensive stuff, but this is probably one. I bought this a long time ago, and these are still good, and they're from House of Colour. So they're very, very, when it says opaque, it's very opaque. They actually are for airbrush, and I use them in their unwatered down state for artwork. So we'll see how that goes, but I'm going to give this Posca pen a go because everyone's like, use this. So we'll see how we go, and I'll check you out at the end of the video. Okay, that concludes it today. So all I need to do now is sign the bottom. Do I really like that pen, this one? Not particularly. It doesn't want to, as you can see, it's really good if you're doing it on the paint that's really dark, but over here, I don't know, it just seems to blend. It's great, like I said, it's great when you put it on, but after you know, it's been on there for a bit, it seems to blend away. See, I could be here for days doing this, just touching this up. So no, not that keen. This pen, I probably should have bought something a little bit better, because this one, it's probably too small and it gets blocked up by the watercolor really quick. So that's about it. So that's Pennywise. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. Oh, I can't really. There we go. I can't. So that's it. So tomorrow is a new day, and we will see what happens tomorrow. Before I completely go, I just want to say that this picture was inspired by Curious Maggie TV. Her link is in my description. So yeah, just couldn't help but have a go at Pennywise because of her video that I watched. So thanks for the inspiration, Maggie. I appreciate it.